Hey, it's Lacey, and today I want to talk to you about why I'm buying Oatly stock. So, Oatly is a Swedish based company. They were founded in 1994 and they make dairy alternative products made out of oats. So, milk, yogurt, ice cream, which is a personal favorite, things like that. And I think they also even have a sour cream now. So, they have lots of different products and they keep coming out with more. Their IPO recently came out on May 19th, 2021, and debuted for $17 a share. So it's been out for just about a month now, and so some of the typical volatility you'll see with an IPO has kind of settled down a bit. So one of the things that initially drew me to this product was their branding, and it's easy to see why. Their branding has a lot of appeal, especially to millennials and the Gen Zs, and it's very different from other branding that you've seen with other non-dairy products. Lots of them seem a little um, dated, maybe is the nice way to put it, or more traditional. And so things like silk milk, which my mother drinks, isn't something I would ever buy for myself, not just because of the packaging, but for other reasons. Um, Doing, nutritional research and things like that is just not a product that looks like something I'd want to drink. But Oatly has a real cool factor about it. And if you've seen any of their packaging or any of their ads, you'd see why. So it's really drawing those two generations. And I think that's important because those two generations are some of the biggest consumers of plant-based products because they're getting on the plant-based movement, which continues to grow. And it's also growing a lot for its environmental reasons. And that's one thing those two generations are very concerned about. Speaking of the environment, a liter of Oatly compared to cow's milk results in about 80% less greenhouse gas emissions and 79% less land use and 60% less energy consumption. So you can see why people are wanting to switch to plant-based milk, especially oats, when considering the environmental impact compared to traditional dairy. The plant-based industry in the US was valued at $5 billion in 2020, and it's expected to be $7 billion by 2025. So it's definitely growing, and these millennials and Gen Zs are definitely a factor behind that growth. Oatly's backed by major whales, and some of those include big celebrities, some of them being Oprah Winfrey, Natalie Portman, Jay-Z, and Blackstone Group. And 10% of the Oatly stake was sold off for $200 million. Which is now valued at $2 billion. So it's quite a big chunk of change with some big investors on board with Oatly stock. So that's a pretty good sign that it's going to be doing good things. Oatly has partnerships with Starbucks, Target, Walmart, and Alibaba. And they've recently got the partnership with Starbucks, which I was keeping track of and thought, oh my goodness, this is huge. Because someone that likes oat milk, I was always bummed out going to Starbucks because I'd have to get coconut milk, which is like my second choice. And so them getting Oatly, it was really exciting just because I really loved the product and was excited to see it pop up in Starbucks stores. But that means huge things because of product distribution. So being in all these places, Target, Walmart, Alibaba, and Starbucks, product distribution will be a huge factor in the growth of the company, and it can reach a lot more people now, which makes it more popular. There have been shortages, excuse me, I can't talk today. There have been shortages of oat milk in the recent months, and some people say it's due to COVID, some people say it's due to manufacturing issues, which I have heard more about the manufacturing problems or distribution problems from their plants. It is a Swedish-based company, and I think they're trying to build more plants to make more oat milk more quickly, and I think that's part of the reason that they're hoping to raise more money with their IPO and just see how it goes publicly because they need more funding to build more plants to keep up with demand. Which this could be seen as a bad thing, but for me I think it's a great thing because it means the demand is so high they can't keep up with it. So people are really interested in this product, and if you've ever tasted oat milk, it tastes great. Which brings me to flavor. If you're actually consuming this product, which I am, my sister also loves oat milk and Oatly, and I think it's her milk of choice. But it tastes way better than any of the other milks that you may have tried, in my opinion. So I've tried all of them pretty much except for the ones I'm allergic to. Being allergic to almonds, I can't try almond milk, but I've done pea milk and coconut milk, oat milk, and I really think that the Oatly tastes the most similar to milk and it's the most neutral. So it lends itself well to just drinking, eating in cereal, cooking, whatever you're doing with it. And so I really like it for that. And it's also got a real creamy quality. It feels thicker than some of the other plant-based milks, which I think, says a lot for it. And it lends itself well to other products like their ice cream. I will say that I'm not a fan of their yogurt at all. I think it's got a really weird texture, so that's not something I'm really big into, but I think that's one of their more secondary products. Their main focus really is their milk and their ice cream. I think those are their biggest money makers. They've just started coming out with their yogurt, so I think it's relatively new. So hopefully they tweak the recipe a little bit because I think it could use some improvement. So talking about the revenues of Oatly, their revenues have more than doubled. They've gone from 204 million in 2020 to 421.4 million. So they're doing really well on their revenue growth. Their net losses have also widened, unfortunately, from 35.6 million to 60.4 million, which I personally believe has a lot to do with the shortages and the lack of ability to keep up with the demand. And also that they're spending a lot on their marketing. I think they're really trying to reach new audiences and make sure their name gets in front of people. And so I think they're spending more money trying to grow and spend it on growth versus, making sure they have high margins. So I think that can be changed and that can be fixed. And I don't see that as an issue long term. I should also say sales in Asia grew 5 times from 2019 to 2020. So that's a pretty huge growth indicator there. I don't have the data for the US growth, but Asia loves their oat milk. So these are some of the reasons why I'm buying Oatly. I plan to hold Oatly. I don't plan to swing trade it. I think it's a long-term investment and it's a product I believe in and I think their company is doing good things. And so I'm buying Oatly and gonna wait and see what happens over the next few years. So this is probably like a 5-year, maybe even a 10-year buy, not sure. And maybe I'll pick up some more along the way. We'll just see how it goes. But this is why I'm buying Oatly. I think it's a great company and it's got a product I believe in and a product I use. And I think their financials speak for themselves and that they're a company that's growing and people are interested. So that's why I'm buying Oatly. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like it. It helps the channel growth a lot and my content. And if you're interested in more videos like these, please subscribe. I do talk about stocks and cryptocurrencies. I also do videos on motherhood, food, and financial freedom through other things too, like real estate. So I hope you'll check those out and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when my latest videos go live. I try to upload a new video every week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.